Hello and welcome to another video on Fun Times and Good Times. Oh, it's fantastic to be here again. Hope everybody's well. Today we are going to walk through Astley Park, which is in Chorley. That's the gatehouse, which is at the start to the entrance of Astley Park. We haven't been down here before. The last time we came down it was a bit of a rainy day. Today it's bright and sunshiny. Don't know what we'll see in Astley Park today. The flowers will be more blooming. I have to open this gate first and go through this gate. Because there's a gate there. Okay, so you go through that gate and then you walk through and you shut the gate. Always shut the gate. I was going to say it's law. It's not law, but it's more polite to shut the gate, isn't it? There you go. Yes, I'm recording this on Friday the 12th of May 2023. I was going to go on a train today, but unfortunately, well, I wasn't, because this train strikes yet again. There's always train strikes. So there's train strikes, well, by the time this video comes out, there was train strikes on the 12th, there was train strikes on the 13th. Crikey. I'm just going down this to show you this little rift, this little stream, that when you come into Astley Park straight away, you get a little stream. There you go. Yeah, so it's really got me down at some train tracks because I wanted to go somewhere different. But I thought it's a nice day, so instead let's go for Astley Park and take you for a little wash stroll through here. And when you come onto Astley Park, you have got straight away a map showing you where everything is. So you've got the Astley Village entrance, you've got Allgate car park, a walled garden, toilets, Astley Hall, cafe, tennis, bowling green, playing field, woodland path, adventure park, all sorts on there. And some of these things we will actually say on the way around. There's also another poster there advertising things that are going on in Chorley in the next few months. So you got Chorley, what's your story Chorley, which was 25th of March, that's already gone. 4th of June you got a Taste of Chorley, that's Saturday 3rd and 4th of June. I take it that's a food festival or something. You got Chorley Live from Friday the 6th and 7th of October. Chorley 10k what, that was 7th of May, that's gone. You've got Chorley Flower Show, which is on the Friday 28th to Sunday 30th of July. And Astley Illuminated, Friday the 10th of November. That's when they light the big hall up and it's beautiful. I've never been to it, but I've seen pictures of it. Look at this sky today. I don't know if you can see through the trees there, but it is a really bright, sunshiny day. And we are definitely walking on sunshine, hey, and only feel good. That's our song on this channel on Fun Times and Good Times. So yeah, we're walking through the woods now, off Astley Park. If you go down in the woods today, beware of a big surprise. If you go down in the woods, people will think I'm nuts. They'll be correct. Enough of a stream there, enough of a babbling brook. I can't get down there to show it. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Sometimes when it's sunny, you can't see the camera. But there's enough of a babbling brook just down there. This is probably going out on Tuesday, maybe earlier, so I hope everybody had a great weekend. Whatever you were doing. I'm going to say I've had a quiet one. I've not had a weekend yet because I recorded it on Friday. So I don't know what there's going to be like. There's the stream now. This stream runs all the way through Astley Park. I'll take you down there a little bit. Let me just be careful when walking. I don't fall in. That might make good for you and for you, but it won't make good for you and for me. There's the babbling brook. the babbling stream, which, like I say, goes all the way round Astley Park. I'm going to carry on walking now. If you haven't been to Astley Park, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. What did you see in Astley Park? Did you see? Reminds me of the Witch of the Foss days, walking through the woods. Lions and tigers and bears. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh, we don't see any. No. If you see a lion or a tiger or a bear, do let me know. Then I can run like hell. Some of the, I take these lilacs. They know me in flowers. I never know what flowers are, but I take these lilacs and they are blooming. Beautiful. Or lavender. It might be lavender actually. Not sure. It's just a really gorgeous day. The sun is beating down. It is warm. I've got my big coat on as well. I don't know why I got my big coat on, because I don't think I need my big coat now. I need to start wearing my smaller one. Put this one away for the winter. And of course, this one will be going in the bin, because I have got a new coat. Lorraine's bringing me a new coat. You know Lorraine, what's on the, that second in charge on the channel, well, she's bringing me a new coat. Because if you've seen the Blackpool one, I set my coat on fire. Yeah, I did. I put the end of a cigarette into my pocket. Before we knew it, there was smoke everywhere, and my coat was on fire. So this one is going in the bin, and the rain's bringing me a new one. When she gets it in a few weeks' time, when we go to Rill. Because that's where we're going to next, Rill. Oh yes. Now then, which direction shall I go in? Shall we take you up there and see what's up there? It's a bit steep, but we haven't been up here before, so we'll just take a quick gander up here. As the path does go off in all directions. And goes everywhere. In fact, I won't walk too far up here, I don't think. I just wanted to show you that as the park does go off in all directions, and this is definitely the woods. I've not seen a lion, tiger, or a bear yet, but this is definitely the woods. Let's come back down. The idea is to walk all the way through Astley Park. Again, like I said, we've done this once before, so there's another path down there. You can go down that path and venture down there, which we will do for a second. We've got all day. In fact, this looks quite interesting this time. Looks more interesting than the last one, because there's actually a little bridge there as well. So let's have a walk on this bridge. I wonder what that was then. I think there's something in the water. I just heard a flapping noise. It's probably a bird. There's the water again. Beautiful, isn't it? I'll let you listen to that for a second. Hope the volume on the camera's picking it up. Because water is of course so relaxing. I hope it's relaxing you there. It's beautiful. It is. Now, which direction shall I go in? Shall I go in that direction up there? Or shall I go to Astley Hall and show the hall again? Because it was on another video that we did about a month ago. I don't know where that leads to actually, so I do not know. I'll show you the other side of the water as well, the other side of the stream. Lovely. So relaxing, you can fall asleep here. No, you can't because this line's tigers and bears, so you can't fall asleep. Now let's carry on walking. Because I don't know where that's going to lead to. So let's carry on walking for Astley Park in this direction. But like I say, it does go off into all directions. So if you come down here, you've got different routes to go on. You can probably hear my trolley there. Yes, the man with the blue trolley. It used to be a grey one, now it's a blue one. He's walking around again. So these train strikes are on the 12th, 13th, so they would have gone by the time this video comes out. There are also a couple more. I think this one on the 30th or 31st of May. There's also one on the 4th of June. I think I've got the dates right. Just check on Google just to check that that's right. But I'm sure I've got the dates right there. So it does. Well, okay. It does pee off a little bit that you can't go on a train because I do like going on trains and going to different places. But we're in Astley Park. And we do love Astley Park as well. And we love Chorley as well. So doesn't matter where we go, does it? Doesn't matter one bit. It's a lovely woodland walk anyway. It is, it's a lovely, and it's lovely to be out in this sunshine at last. The proper sunshine. I couldn't sit in the house today. I was going to sit in the house because racing was until, and I do like horse racing. And I said, no. Let's go for a walk. It'll do more good than sitting there betting on the horses. I will say I have had a bet, so maybe I will win, maybe I won't. I'll just show you this over here because we've seen this last time, but we'll go and show you it again because it's lovely. We'll just take you around there right now. The lost fountain, which I think they found. So I'll read it to you a little bit. Much of our time and efforts in 2017-18 were taken up by the restoration of an old fountain. Whilst Balsam bashing, one of our members discovered what he thought at first was a millstone, but was in fact the base of a fountain. Strenuous digging refilled the pedestal and bowl. Also a cast iron pipe, which gravity fed the fountain from the pond behind it. Any water run through the fountain, then drained through another pipe into the River Chor. That's where Chorley gets its name from, by the way. Chorley. We felt that to restore the fountain would be an exciting and worthwhile project, and that has been made possible because of the grant we received from Tesco Groundwork and a small donation from Astley Rotary Club, for which we are grateful. Also, we have received every encouragement and support from Chorley Borough Council. I'll just show you the fountain. There you go. There's the lost fountain, what's been found. As I carry on reading. On the 2nd June 2018, the restored fountain was officially opened and dedicated to the memory of Rosemary by Chorley Mayor Councillor Margaret Lees. Also in attendance was the town's MP Sir Lindsay Oil, members of Rosemary's family and representatives from Tesco, Friends of Astley Park and other groups that Rosemary was involved with. So there's the fountain that was lost and it's been found. And it's remarkable, isn't it? To lose that big thing and then it was found again. I love it. Now which direction are we walking in? Are we going to go down there or are we going to go back on the main path? I do not know. I think we'll probably carry on the main path and carry on up there. But I may have to sit down for a few minutes and just gaze. Yes, gaze at this lovely fountain. Oh, crikey. I do need to sit down actually because my legs are starting to hurt already. So there's the fountain. The lost fountain of Astley Park. Now I've decided we'll carry on walking through the woods of Astley Park because I've not done this before, so it'll be interesting for me. There's another babbling brook for you. As I say, this water just goes all the way through Chorley. You can hear that. And as I say, it's so relaxing. So relaxing. There's plenty of fish in there as well. One of our subscribers, who I do know well, Carol Williams, she said there will be plenty of fish in there, and there will be. You know, last time I came here, yeah. Hello to Carol Williams. Hello to all my other lovely subscribers as well. You want a shout out at any time, do let me know. Cracking, now we have to walk up these funny looking steps. Right, I have to be careful here. So I don't have sore legs all together, do I? Else I won't be out again for another week. Right. Let me get up there. Right, there we go. So yeah, if you do want a shout out, if you need a shout out or want a shout out, to give me a message and I'll give you, just say give me a shout out next time, then I'll give you a shout out next time. I don't mind. Well, this goes off in all directions, this does. Should I really be walking up here? I'm not sure. I'm going up this hill. Now I'm going to see where it leads to. Alright, you can't go down there. Because if I go down there, I'm going to end up in the water. So I don't think we can go down there. I'll have to go that way then. I'm not very steady on my feet either, so bear with me while I'll just come down here. I'm just going to turn the camera off before I fall over because, like I say, I'm not steady. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. I actually decided to come back out of there because it was a bit too rocky for me. I didn't want to injure myself, so let's carry on this way, the normal path. I did try, but like I said, I'm not steady on my feet, so I have to be careful. And I just didn't want to injure myself and never go out again. Right. Even though I've got my trolley, I just found a lucky feather. Look at that. I won't pick it up. It might have deceased, but that could be a lucky feather. I might have won the lottery by now. You never know. So let's carry on up here. So we're a little bit further on. I've just been walking uphill, so I am a little bit out of breath now. Hey, what I do to go out and enjoy myself. I'll need enough rest in a bit when I get to another bench. Can probably hear me breathless. I should give it a smoking and I won't be so breathless. Just look at that sky stays alright. Got a few clouds in the sky, but it's not too bad. Got bowling over there. Yeah, some bowling going on. I played that years ago, a long time ago. Also a tennis court in the distance, so tennis court off there as well. Anybody plays bowling? It's a great game, great leisure hobby. It is. But you might not get get people on camera, but I just need to record these bowls. I really do. Oh, look what I found. A bench. So I can have a little sit down for a few minutes. Catch my breath back after a hill that I just climbed. You forget that there's a hill in Astley Park and then you have to climb it. But we did it. We did it. So peaceful around here as well. Away from the hustle and bustle of all the traffic and people and, well, it's people, but you know what I mean. It's more sedate, more calming, and it's good for your health as well when it's like this, because if you do suffer from anxiety like me, walking through a park like this does help you to relax a little bit and enjoy the spring air. And now we come up to Astley Park's main attraction, which is Astley Hall. A magnificent hall. I did know what year it was built, but I can't remember now, so maybe Google that one and go and have a look. You've also got a map there telling you all the different, well, a road sign thingy telling you all the places you can go to as well. Century Garden is that way. Right, that might be okay, there's a cafe over there as well, so if you do come to the park and you need a cup of tea or coffee or whatever, there's a cafe as well. I'll take you to over to Astley Park. So I do love Astley Park. Astley Hall, I mean. We're in Astley Park, this is Astley Hall. So yeah, I'll take you over to Astley Hall. One of the best buildings I've ever seen. On my last video in Astley Park, I did tell the ghost story. I won't tell you the ghost story again, but if you look at that, you can actually see the ghost story of Astley Hall, the ghost I actually saw. It's a magnificent hall, like I say. Unfortunately, it's not open. There's no entrance to the museum. Tickets can be purchased at the gift shop and the coach house side entrance, side door for entrance. So yeah, if you come to Astley Hall, ticket is open actually, but there's no entry to the museum. So I don't know when it's actually going to open again. It will do, and it'll probably be open for the spring and summer. Again, I hope. We'll try and come down there one day maybe and go into the hall and have a look in the hall itself. But what did that sign actually mean? Let me just go back to it. Tickets can be purchased in the gift shop in the coach house. I went to a museum. Okay, no idea. Just take camera away anyway, there you go. I have no idea, but hopefully it will be open in summer. And then we can film, hopefully, as we all try and get some permission to do that. Wow, I am so excited to say that we are actually allowed to film in Astley Hall. Don't know if you can hear that.
I am Lady Susanna's butler, her most senior and trusted servant. I look after her finances.
This is the morning room, by the way.
The house is looked after. I clean the furniture, so no touching. I also look after the pantry, and most importantly, take care of the wine stores. You are currently in the morning room, the oldest part of the house. It is here where Lady Susanna's ancestors would have enjoyed a breakfast of beer, bread, and beef. However, it's 1851, and Lady Susanna much prefers eggs, bacon, and a cup of tea in the dining room. This room is now mostly used as the rent office.
So yes, this is the morning room. We've got the old fireplace there as well. There's the old fireplace
In fact, we were all
where they would have all sat in the morning and of course relaxed and
and there is more than enough for the
and
staff to get
entertained
along with.
and things like that.
Sure, Cook will tell you all about her hardships when you get to the kitchen. You might even get roped into helping her if you're not careful. Now I must get on. Feel free to wander through. There will be staff throughout the house if you need any assistance, and Lady Susanna is bound to let you know more about the place. Just keep an eye out for her. For now, just go back out this door, turn right, and then take the first left following the corridor to the kitchen.
Let's carry on. So we're going to take the first left now to the kitchen. This is the kitchen of Astley Hall. You've got all the old pots and pans there, of course. You've also got stuffed animals, I take it, or are they real? They're actually hung up on the walls as well. And some very old plates as well, which of course I won't touch. I was love all over that lot of money. No, so yeah, we've got rules for servants there as well. This is amazing that I can film in there. I can't believe this. This video is now taking a different direction altogether. So I've got rules for servants. When being spoken to, stand still, keeping your hands quiet and always looking at the person speaking. Therefore, let your voice be heard by the ladies and gentlemen of the household, unless they have spoken directly to you. Well, it's only one sheet, you can't take it with you. There's an old rolling pin there as well, and some bread. And this is where all cooking, of course, would have been done. Got all the old pots and pans and things. Let's carry on into this room, which is the washroom. I've been in here before, I just won't know where I'm going. Okay, so this is the washroom. In the olden days, that used to be a washing machine. No, seriously, that used to be a washing machine, because in the olden days, they used to put the washing in there and then get that plunger thing there and keep plunging up and down. And very hard work. And that's the mangle. My gran used to have one there, not like that, it was a bit smaller than that, but yeah, running close through the mangle, get all the excess water out before they're hung up dry. By the fireplace, I'd then iron it all. Some items like shirt collars are stretched.
I remember there was a wine sale from last week which will need particular attention. Oh, and
There's also an old, another old mangle as well. This is fascinating. There's more rules for servants on the door there. So if you're a servant in the house, you would have got all these old rules. It's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Is that an old bird cage there? I think that's an old bird cage, isn't it? Looks like an old bird cage. It might not be, but it looks like a bird cage. But why would you have a bird cage in the house, in the kitchen? I don't know. Let's go outside into the courtyard. So it's just the courtyard where they would have sat in the olden days, and they would have just relaxed in this courtyard. It's lovely. That's where they would have drew the water from as well. There's an old water pump thing there where you would have drew water. Also a bell, so if you wanted anybody, you rang the bell. Let's see if that rings. Yeah, it does ring, there you go. That'll bring the servants running. You can see that bell there you go, there, you got it. That's the bell for the servants to come running. Amazing. Let's carry on through the house now. I'll actually go through this door over here. Okay. We don't want to miss anything, but let's go through this door over here and see what's in here. Journey continues this way. Let's hope we haven't missed anything that way. So let's just go down there a second. Oh yes, we have. Right, let's come back out of there a second. Okay. This is the big hall. Where the... Hello. This is the big hall where they would have entertained their guests. Things like that. Let me just pause the camera a second. Great hall. We have got an old fireplace here as well. That's that's quite massive, isn't it? It would have been really warm on that fire there. Not on the fire, because they didn't sit on the fire, but you know what I mean, sat in front of the fire. Yeah, okay. You've also got the... Also, Oliver Cromwell actually stayed there, or was known to have stayed there. I don't know if he actually did top out there as well. So yeah, Oliver Cromwell did stay here, and his boots are in one of the rooms as well. I can't remember which room they're in, but the boots are in one room. That's an old chest, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Lovely. Let's carry on through now. We will go up the stairs quite shortly. We'll just take you through this part of the house first. Because this really long table, that's really nice as well. Yeah, let me just pause camera again. So yeah, I've just been talking to a lovely lady what works here, and she's just told me that it was built in 1578. The first part that we went into, that was the old part, and then we did have the different parts built in the 1600s and the 1700s. It was originally owned by the Charnock family, Richard Charnock. Look at these tapestries, these are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And again, another old fireplace, and the piano where they used to sit and enjoy some great music as well. Oh, I can just imagine. I wish I could go back in time. Really wish I could go back in time and sit with the family on that J Lounge. I think it's called the J Lounge now, isn't it? So I would love to sit there and just talk to the family. Come back to this present day as well, but just imagine in them days there were no tellies. No, you didn't have computers, you didn't have music. So your entertainment was that piano there. And that's what you used to play and entertain your guests. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. An old chest there as well. And an old clock at the back. Okay, let's carry on through this room now. Okay, let's go through here. And we've got an old chair there as well. I don't know what that chair was used for. It was used for something, but I can't remember what that was used for. So, yeah. It's lovely as well. And the dog sat in front of the fire. Look at that. Gorgeous. That's how Astley Hall would have looked in the olden days on that mirror, on that photo there. Or that painting there, even, not photo, a painting. That's how it would have looked years ago. Let's carry on through here. Wow. Another sitting room, of course, where the lady would have sewed, because there's a... And that's not, I thought that was a sewing table then, but it's not. And there's another piano there as well. So that's the other entertainment that they would have got to do. Listen to the piano there. As they sat in these lovely chairs. Oh, I'm so fascinated. Is that Oliver Cromwell there? I think that's Oliver Cromwell on the wall who was known to have stayed in the hall, and they did find his boot here as well. Some old books down there as well, which they would have actually loved to sit in there and read the books. Love it, absolutely love it. Like I say, I do wish I could go back in time. This is the dining room, I take it. Is this the dining room? This is where they would have entertained the guests anyway. There's a mirror over there. An old mirror. Some wine glasses on the table there, which they would have, like I say, entertained the guests. And they would have had this lovely view of Astley Park Duck Pond as well. Amazing. 1578, this has been here since 1578. I can carry on walking around here actually. So let me take you to the old chest. Some old spoons in there as well that they would have used. Knives, forks and spoons. And there's the servant's gloves. The white gloves that I would have used to get hold of the cutlery and polish it all up, put it on the tables and give to the guests. And there's the little wine or the little decanters where they would have got the drinks. This is classic furniture as well. Look at this. I know nothing about furniture, so I don't know if that's Georgian, Edwardian or what, but yeah, that's gorgeous as well. I'm going to stand back a little bit so I can, I'll just take my trolley out of the way because my trolley's stuck there. Okay, I'll just take that away and that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. In this room is the writing desk where they would have sat. And there's a story going on as well where they would have sat and wrote their letters, answered all the letters. Can you hear that? Yeah.
Go on, you'll have to go. Mr. Blackshaw can't catch us. Will you? I'll find you later.
So a little story going on in the background there as well.
Who are you speaking? No one's there.
Absolutely amazing. Let's take you over there and show you them.
Very good. Let me know if there's anything misplaced. Of course.
I love it. Actually, like I said, I just want to go back in time and just come and visit the family. I really do. That's a courtyard again. An old grandfather clock there. Tickets to grandfather clock. Grandmother clocks are more smaller, of course. That's not the time, by the way. That's obviously not working, but it's, yeah. Take it all the way down there as well. So we're going to go back into the Great Hall again, and then we're going to venture up the stairs and take a look up the stairs. I just can't remember what that chair was used for, but it was used for something. I can't remember what. So let's carry on up the stairs. Thank you. Shall I leave Chorley down here? Just, will it be safe there? Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. I'll just walk up this long staircase now. Up the stairs. Wow. I'll come this way. I've just left my trolley downstairs because it's easy to walk down there without the trolley. So many stairs. I love the red carpet as well. Love how clean that is. Let's go through here. This is the oak bedroom. four-poster bed. Absolutely beautiful. Oh yeah. Could just imagine laying in that with the curtains closed around you. And you just sleeping nicely, soundly in that four-poster bed. Chest there where they would have kept all their bedding and things, of course. No sheets and things like that. And there's the ladies' dressing table with all the old brushes and things like that. Excuse me. And again, they kept the place really warm, didn't they? Because they've got enough for fire there as well. Yeah, another fire. Is that a good sunder? I don't know. That could be a good sunder. Looks like a good sunder. If you know what a good sunder is, a good sunder is a good sunder's a bed for if you need to get up in the middle of the night. That's what that means. Okay. And of course, they would have had their wash. They didn't have sinks and things in them days. They would have had their wash in that big bowl over there. And that kettle would have boiled and they would have washed in there. I love that bed. Absolutely love it. Wow. It's amazing. The roof from the view from this room is quite simply the best in the house. When Emery and I moved back here in the 1820s, insisted that this would be my bedchamber. So let's take a look outside there. It is magnificent, isn't it? So you wake up to this every morning. Wow. You certainly would. Sorry about my coughing. Got a frog in the throat. Let's carry on. I'll just stop camera. Okay. So I'm being allowed to come into the long gallery up here with this lovely gentleman up here. Thank you. This is actually closed off most of the time, but I'm getting a privileged visit into the long gallery. Oh, thank you. Oops. If I don't fall off the step first. So this is a shuffleboard table, which is an old game they would have played many years ago. Well, like I say, it was built in 1587, so they would have played on there. I don't know what the game was exactly, but it's called a shuffleboard table. We've also got some lovely cabinets over here as well, which I'll just take you to. Fantastic. Lovely. And the baby's crib as well. That's where he would have put a baby many years ago into that wooden crib. Oh, and the little doll's pram. So it is. And the baby seat as well. The baby chair. It's all a baby. Yeah. That used to be in one of the bedrooms, that cradle, by the way. I do remember that. So I've been in here before quite a few times. I love Astley Hall. It's a treasure in Chorley. It really is. I'll take you over to this lovely gentleman who's going to tell you about this exercise chair now, because he's telling me and I would forget all that. Yeah. So please do tell us again, please. Thank you. What's your name before we start?
Ian, and I'm one
Ian.
of the attendants.
You're called Ian?
Yes.
My name's Ian as well. It's a great
really?
name.
Right.
Yeah.
This chair here has been in the hall for probably up 250 years. It's a piece of 18th century gym equipment called an exercise chair or riding chair. And it's designed for people to practice their horse riding on a day when they couldn't get outside because of the weather. So a gentleman would put his feet on this shelf that pulls out. He would stand like so with his hands on the arms of the chair, and this whole section of the chair is like bellows. It goes up and down. So he'd rest his bottom on the seat and ride it up and down like so, up and down, up and down, up and down, to strengthen his buttocks and his thighs and his back to give him a good physique for horse riding.
Fantastic.
You might also have seen in the past we have names scratched into the glass.
Do you?
And people used to do it with a diamond ring, we think. That's
Right.
a plumber, so someone who would have repaired the lead work.
Yeah.
The oldest one we have and the most interesting one is here. The name is John Lloyd, and
Right.
the date is January the 13th, 1606. So 417 years ago.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known that, would I?
Well, they're
Obviously.
hidden, yeah. There are loads of them, there are about 30 of them scattered around.
Oh, that's
So,
amazing.
yeah, that's the oldest one.
Yeah. So what was shuffleboard? What's it?
Right, if you have a look, there's a
Yeah.
little case on the wall, a little like glass case. It's got
Yeah.
two little round discs in,
I'm with you, yeah.
and they were the playing pieces. Sadly, no rule book survives from the
Is there
17th
not?
century, so you
So-
don't know exactly how they played it there. It's still played today in some parts of the world.
Yeah.
We don't think it's different or the same. But we think essentially the object of the game was to slide the
Yeah.
counters across the tabletop,
Right.
possibly using their hands and just pushing them, but
Yeah.
maybe using a wooden kind of pusher to shove them down the table. And you've got to get your counter as close to the end of the table as you can without it going over the end. If it goes over the end of the table, you're out and the other person wins. And
Right.
the gentlemen used to play this game and they used to drink a lot of wine while they were doing it. It was
Yeah.
a gambling game.
Was it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Very popular. So maybe fortunes have been won and lost on this table over 400 years.
Great. We have a game called Shuffle.
Shuffle,
Ain't they?
yeah,
Ain't they? Is
yeah,
that the same kind of
thing,
thing?
Yeah. This is the kind of
Yeah.
grander version of that one.
Yeah, that's a grander version of that. Oh, yeah, I remember seeing these before, the
Yeah, the counters.
counters as well, yeah. Yeah, fantastic. So this furniture, I never know what period it's from, so this
Yeah.
is
Well, this is the table is about 1620 or so,
1620.
400 years old. This
Table.
cabinet looks to me like 17th century.
17th century,
But
yeah.
like I said, it's hard to get some of them because some of them have been cobbled together in Victorian times. This one's an interesting one. You can actually see the bottom section
Yeah,
is a chest. So it would have had a lid going across there, and this whole top section has been added on later, probably in Victorian times.
fantastic.
So they maybe got hold of some old panels, or they might even have created some that just to look old, and
Yeah.
they bodged it together to make this cupboard. But originally, that bottom section was just a chest for keeping linen and clothes in. And there's a
Fantastic.
lock there that would have locked down.
I was just saying before, I'd love to go back in time just for a few moments,
Oh,
talk
yeah.
to the family, and then, yeah, that'd be
I
fantastic.
wouldn't want to live in the past because it's not a very nice time to be alive.
No, it's
But
not,
to
is it?
visit for
But
5 minutes would be wonderful.
it would, wouldn't it? And thank you, Ian, for letting me come round here.
No, you're very welcome.
Thank you. Don't forget to watch the video as well. Thank you to Ian for letting me film in the long gallery there. He's going to come round with me now in case I need to know anything. Thank you. This is where the servants would have come through to serve their people.
We've got some bells up here on the wall. or
Some
long
bells, oh yeah, I
there.
remember
yeah,
this,
with
yeah.
service bells.
Yeah, some surface bells up down the wall as well. Can get that in a
Which people
shot.
would have pulled probably ropes and pulls in different rooms, and the various bells would have rung. The servants would be able to see which room the person was in who wanted to be attended, and head off there as quickly as they could to see what they needed.
Oh, fantastic. It really is a treasure in Chorley, this is. Yeah, it's really a treasure in Chorley. Let's carry on. Now, the servants would have also go down there, I take it. So it would have been running up and down into the pantry. It's quite steep, doesn't it? We've also got some, what have we got here? Nails. Toe turns, toe caps and sole protectors. Clasps for fastening clogs, of course they wore clogs in them days, of course. Eyelets and buttons, even. And there's the old shoes. Look a bit like the ones I'm wearing already now. And there's another fireplace as well. I'll just show this fireplace, yeah. There's always a fireplace in all the rooms, and they kept himself warm.
Well, the family who lived here actually owned a coal mine.
The older coal mine,
no
did they?
shortage of coal, yeah.
In Salford. I was born in Salford. Yeah. The stairs runs from the cellar to the butler's pantry, then from the butler's pantry to his bedroom. This ensured that he had quick access to everything he needed to carry out his job. And the doorway you walked through was probably a later addition when Samuel Blackshaw lived there. The layout of the wing would have been quite different, a series of additional walkways and covered passages, but alongside this area, allowing the servants to move around without going into the bedrooms. Oh, lovely. Like I say, they would have kept themselves so warm in these rooms. This is the, what room's this called now?
The mystery room.
The mystery room. Alright, this is the priest hall, isn't it? No, it's not the priest hall.
No, the priest hall would have been better hidden than this. This
Would
be
it? Yeah, would have been,
storage.
of course it would. Yeah. So this would have been just
A closet.
a closet, yeah.
Storing
Closet.
something, yeah.
Of course, yeah, the priest hall. And there is the priest hall in shop in the
we
somewhere,
have
isn't
one,
there?
I
Yeah.
think, in stucco bedroom, which is coming up. It's hidden in the wall. You can't see
Sitting
it.
in the wall.
It was found about 15 years ago when,
Yeah.
when we were doing work on the chimney. They took
Yeah.
some bricks out on the outside and found this void big enough for two people to stand up inside.
I remember
The
that.
only explanation is that it is a priest hole.
Yeah, I remember
So
that.
the family lived here were Catholic. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. So this is the mystery room.
Yeah.
And that is
it's-
called, I
it's
don't-
called- It's known as the chapel, but there's no evidence it was ever actually used as a chapel. So
Oh.
it's a bit of a mystery.
This is called, if I remember what that's called a boot bath.
Yeah, boot or slipper. Yeah,
Boot or slipper bath. Slipper bath, yeah. So they would have actually bathed in there, yeah?
Absolutely, yeah, yeah. This
Yeah.
is a sort of a deluxe version of a working class tin bath. This is the kind of thing the lords and ladies would have used. The top part, on top of the boot, which normal tin baths don't have, helps to keep the heat in, so the
Right.
water stays hot longer. And this raised part around here helps to preserve a lady's modesty, covers up her private
okay,
part while
yeah.
she's in the bath.
Yeah.
So they probably would have lined the back with towels or cloth to make it more comfortable. The ladies in the house would have slipped in as a slipper bath, and jugs of water would have been poured over her shoulders, etc., into the bath to help, and the servants would have helped to keep her nice and clean.
Fantastic. So yeah, that's a slipper bath. Oh, thank you for helping with the information. It helps me a lot, this. Let's carry on. You can just imagine the servants running through it now. Am I going right direction now? Yeah.
Yes, straight ahead is the stucco one, the one with the priest hole. This one here is to the right. That's the one.
On the right hand side, yeah.
So the priest hole, you can't see it, but it
Yeah.
is inside the wall to the right of the fireplace. It's
To the right of the fireplace is the priest hole. So you can't see it, but it's hidden. Obviously, it's hidden because the priest would have hid under there. There's another fire. And another, well, commode. Is that a commode? Yeah, it's a commode. B-Day. Of course. Ah, right, I've said this about 3 times, but I'd love to come back in time and just meet the family. I really would. We've also got there the old bed as well. And that, on the bed, is a bed warmer. Yeah, that would have warmed the bed up before you got into bed. We have got water bottle these days, but of course in them days, they wouldn't have had such thing as a water bottle, so they used that. The architecture, of course, is lovely as well. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Taper burns marks were discovered on the bed in this room in 2018. They're gone unnoticed for centuries. A research project conducted in 2020 revealed that there are around 121 on various items of furniture and panelling throughout the hall. Wow. Let's carry on.
Burn marks, if you want to see them, are
Oh, they're there, the burn marks. Oh, yeah. Let's carry on. This room is the... Which room was it where Oliver Cromwell was?
This one.
This one, I thought it were, yeah.
The Cromwell bedroom, yeah.
It's just a Cromwell bedroom, yeah. Whoops, my camera's going silly, hang on a moment. Cromwell bedroom where Oliver Cromwell is said to have slept. And there's some old boots. And they would have actually slept in this bedroom here. In this bed. This four-poster bed. Mr. Oliver Cromwell. The ceilings and panelling in this room are some of the oldest in the hall, dating to around 1578. The fireplace is also an original feature. The carved figure on the left represents God and is holding a cross and a Bible. The figure of the right represents evil and is holding a mirror and a snake. We've also got an old chest as well. An old bed chest, and of course enough for a fire. They always had a fire. And also some an old cabinet as well from whatever year that was built. And a writing desk. So you can picture Oliver Cromwell sat there writing his letters. You can. A fascinating place. And now we come to the room of reflection, which is just up here. I won't film people, I'll just come in here. So this is the room of reflection. Some lovely paintings on the wall. I shall just take a couple of minutes, sit down in this room. Yes, this is the reflection room, which is for those that was in the war, of course. There's an old painting. So these are the people that would have marched to war. These are the Chorley pals. Yeah, picture of the Chorley pals there. They were the East Lancashire Regiment, and they were leaving Chorley on Feb the 24th, is that 1915? Bless them all. But not many came back either. Yes. Some pictures of the old soldiers as well. Lovely. Bless them all, like I say, just bless them all. Fantastic. Got a little donation box there, so I will, because I love this also, I'm going to put a little donation in there. Okay, I've got a few coins somewhere. And I will, actually, if you want to buy a paperback, buy a paperback. I'm just going to put a little donation in anyway. Okay. So only that too, innit? So just put some coins in there. There we go. Thank you. So yeah, that's the hall in Chorley. The first hall we have been allowed to film in. Oh, crikey. I love it. Absolutely love it. So thank you so much to Astley Hall for letting me film it there. That is fantastic. I'll take it to the duck pond before we finish the video, because that was a surprise. We're not going to be able to walk all the way through Astley Park. It'll be too long a video maybe. I've walked quite a distance already, so I'll take it down to the duck pond in a second. I'll just show you Astley Park duck pond before we actually finish the Astley Park Lake, before we finish the video, which I am so enthralled, so excited I was able to film in Astley Hall. I really am. Really am. That's been the highlight of my year. No, the highlight of my day, well, highlight of the year probably. I do love the old houses. Can't see any ducks on there. There's a couple over there, so I'll just show the ducks over there. I don't know if you can see them on the camera there, but there's a couple of ducks there swinging around. There's a swan on there somewhere as well, but I don't know where that is. That could be anywhere at the moment. And of course the waterfall, or the fountain, in the middle of Astley Park duck pond. I'm going to finish the video there. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Fun times and good times. Please, if you have enjoyed watching, do like and subscribe, please. And thank you to all our new subscribers, by the way. We've got quite a few, and it's exciting that the numbers are going up. So thank you to each and every one of you. I appreciate every one of you. God bless you all. And until next time, don't know where we'll be next time. Where will we be next time? We've got no idea. Till next time, look after yourselves, keep smiling, and as always, ciao for now. See you soon.